Yep, let's do it.
Like motherfucking RoboCop, we are back with another episode. This is the PodBoyz Advanced Podcast, a weekly discussion where we go over the latest in gaming and throw in a little bit of whatever else we want to talk about. My name is Oscar. I'm joined as always by my co-host and best friend.
Yeah, Rick, what's up, dude?
What's up, dude? It's a good old PodBoyz Classique this week. Just,
PodBoyz Classique. It's
just
been a
you
minute.
and me, you and I. It's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So we've missed a couple of episodes because it's been crazy out here, y'all. I got like super sick for a week and super busy with wedding planning stuff. If you as y'all know, I'm getting married next year. Have a date finally for that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so that's been happening. And then my dumbass decided to fuck my PC up by tinkering too much, but all is well.
There it is. There it is.
She
In all its
lives,
glory.
she runs in all her very, very colorful glory with a nice little upgrade to boot with that sick ass 3080 right there. It's a big,
Nice, nice.
it's a big boy. But, yep, we back at it. Good to be back. What's up, dude? How you been?
Good, dude. Staying busy,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. When, placing in some volleyball tournaments, getting your haiku on.
Yeah. Getting my haiku on. I don't remember what the basketball anime is called, but I'm doing that too. You know there's a
Yeah,
basketball anime?
yeah. I know it's a basketball anime. I just can't remember what it's called either.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm doing that too. Staying fit out here.
In these streets,
In the streets. You never know when you're just gonna have to like dip from like robot dogs. So
yeah.
now's the time. Now's the time. Is that
Well,
better? Do I sound okay now?
you sound better. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I just noticed my input volume on Discord. I don't know why it was like to max.
Holy shit, dude! Yeah, you were just. It sounded like you were like all right up on the mic.
I'm sorry to all our audio listeners. That's fucked up.
All our headphone users have to put a headphone warning on this bitch.
Sorry. You can blame Discord. It's been 2 weeks, guys. This 2 weeks does this.
Yep. Let's let's pretend that didn't happen and move on to what we're drinking. What you got? What you got?
Well, like I mentioned, uh I literally just got home from a basketball game, so I don't have the strength for a full-on IPA.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm chilling on a
Yeah.
Classico. Yeah, so we're gonna
Nice,
chill on this.
nice little Pacifico.
Yeah.
I don't, this is a sour ale, not an IPA. This is a sa. It's called Mario Tart.
Mario Tart. Oh, that's awesome.
There it is. And it's got like a little
The little Mario Kart.
knockoff kart racer. Let me move my mic out of the way here so I can get a better.
Oh, there it
There we
is. There it
go.
is. That's a pretty cool can.
Pretty cool can. It's, I don't even know who this is by. Where is it? What are you called? Oh, this is by 8-Bit Brewing. And it's a pineapple and raspberry sour ale.
Where's that at?
8-Bit Brewing?
Does it not have a location on there?
No.
Interesting.
It has all their like social media, so it might be on there somewhere, but yeah, it doesn't usually they're all like repping their cities usually on the cans, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, super weird that they're not. Anyway.
Oh, they're from California,
Uh-huh.
from scenic Murrieta.
Ugh. That's why they're not putting
That's why they're not
that's why they're not
advertising probably.
repping the can. Anyway, no offense, but full offense to Marietta.
All sorry, all offense.
But let's get these fucking cam pops going. Oh, you got a bottle to open, sir. So have fun
I
with that
do,
one.
I do.
Ooh, I had a nice like juice. It like squirted on me a bit.
Oh,
Not like
that's dangerous.
not like full beer goblin, but like definitely there was definitely a splash.
They're just poking out of its hole like,
Yeah. Hey.
hey.
Cheers, good sir.
Cheers.
Oh god, this smells good.
What flavors is that?
Pineapple raspberry.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Ooh.
It's got a
It's
kick.
like no, it's just like a kick of like extra sour at the back.
Mmm.
Like it's pretty sour, and then like you
Your
think it's,
face says all.
and then
You're
like
just like recoiling.
and then like you think it's done, and it's just like whoa, it's just like assaults you again. Oh yeah, I dig that. That's good.
Nice, nice, nice.
How's the Pacifico treating you?
Specific.
I will say though, this could benefit from like a bit more beer flavor. It's just like
Mmm. It's just
one,
fruit.
yeah, it's just one of those. It's just like all fruit all the time. It's just fine, but
Yeah.
you
Sometimes you
know,
want a little bit of beer in your fruit.
something a little bit of kick. That's why like I've been really like really into like the flavored hazies, the
Oh,
flavored
flavored hazies.
hippas.
Hazies, man. Hazies
Yeah,
have like, if you get a good hazy, you can still taste the fruit, and
yeah.
it's like that beer fruit.
hmm
It's really
hmm
good.
What you been playing, my dude?
I've been dying to talk about what I've been playing for these
Yeah,
past 2 weeks
yeah.
because I've been playing. So I played a little bit more of Life of P for a little bit, and uh, and then these past 2 weeks before I got into Spider-Man, so I've been playing that.
hmm
Before I got into that, I got lost in a free to play game.
What?
So I know you're not as into this as I am, and that's why I didn't bring it up to the boys either, because I know you guys aren't into it either like I am. So there's a new My Hero Academia game that dropped.
Oh,
It's
okay.
free to play, like it's a free to play it's like a Fortnite. It's basically Fortnite. It's like My Hero Fortnite.
My hair. It's like a battle royale.
It's a battle royale, yeah. But it's unique in that like every character has like their own superpower, right?
hmm
So every character plays differently, and so you can choose to play as different characters throughout the like game,
hmm
and you collect. It's free to play, but they have a gotcha system.
Yeah, of
So
course.
yeah, but like you can also unlock the characters just by playing like over and over and over. So
Like in a reasonable amount of time, or is it like fucking ridiculous?
no, it took me like I unlocked two characters in like the span of like maybe like a week and a half of playing.
Okay.
So it's not like super. I think it's in that sense it's pretty like forgiving as like the grind.
hmm
And then they also have like a system where like you can join like an agency like they have in the anime and manga where you join an agency, and then it's basically just a group of people. And so you just post up in this group, and like the more that people in your group play, the more rewards you get after you're done playing.
Yeah.
So it's a 28 player battle royale.
Interesting.
So it's 8 teams of 3. Um,
Oh, it's like always.
and
It's always trios.
it's always trios, and it's pretty sick, dude. Like, it's a fighting game, so like you can get up close to people. You like every character, like I said, has
What are
different
you?
abilities.
What are you playing this on?
PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
It's on PC too. It's everywhere.
That's crazy. I didn't
So
even know that was a thing. What's it called?
yeah, it's called My Hero Ultimate Rumble, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, it's super fun. It's like arcadey in a way,
hmm
so you just jump around and fly around the stage, and there's a lot of like ridiculous things that happen, and it's a lot of fun. I played that a lot actually
Yeah.
this past couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, I played some Life of P. Um, and then I also got
Lies of
Spider.
P.
Oh, Liza P.
I think
Sorry,
Life of P is a movie.
maybe.
It was like a
Liza
guy on a
P. Sorry.
boat with a tiger.
Um, Anywho, so I played that, and then yeah, I got Spider-Man.
What do you think
I
about Spider-Man? I've literally only played. I made a mistake, friends.
oh no.
So remember how I had told you and the boys that I was gonna be making like a big choice and moving my PlayStation over to my fiance's
Oh,
so I could play multiplayer on the weekends over there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Well,
How's that going?
horrible because I had said that because it had been months upon months that like my PlayStation was literally just sitting here gathering dust because nothing was really dropping or on it. You know what I mean? So that's why like I was kind of just like fuck it, I'll take it over there so I can at least play like Fortnite at a decent frame rate instead of like on my Switch and shit.
Yeah.
But I ended up taking it the weekend Spider-Man drop because I was gonna be there and she was gonna like go out with her friends one of the nights. So I was just like fuck it, and I was gonna buy like a carrying case to like carry it back and forth, and I was like no, I'm just gonna leave it there like I said I was gonna do. And
Mm.
now I'm back here all week and I'm just like, but I want to play Spider-Man so bad. So I fucked up.
Mistake.
I won't be able to talk about it until next week because I did now order a travel case for it, so I will be carrying it back and forth
Nice.
at least until I finish Spider-Man. Um, because I really want to get into it. I played the opening mission
Hmm.
and like the you know how like after you do the opening mission like you kind of like do this weird thing where you like travel back and forth between Peter and Miles for a bit, like doing just like random like cleanup missions, like a little tutorial
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of thing. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's as far as I've played. I haven't. That's it.
Oh man,
Yeah, dude.
no. I'm about I'm about 50% done with the game.
Holy shit. Okay.
Or maybe I'm getting close to 50. Actually, probably is 50 now.
Mhm.
I've dude, the game is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I did not expect it to be this good. Like, I had my reservations about it. I was like, oh well, it can't really top the one from before. And like, Miles
Mhm.
Morales is really good. Like, that was like peak. And I figured like, oh, it's just gonna be like the same game. And yeah, for the most part, it's pretty much the same Spider-Man. But they just like packed so much like stuff into it
Mhm.
and like so many callbacks to like the first one, and the way that the city, they must have redesigned it or something, because
Mhm.
the city just feels so much bigger. Like, it just feels huge once you start kind of unlocking more areas. Like, it just, you got the web wings, right? You did all
Yeah. Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like the web wings, like you're gonna need them to like traverse to the other sides of the city. Where
Mhm.
like I feel like before, like you could spend, you didn't have to like go that long of swinging around to just get to the other side of the city, you know?
Yeah. You
But
could
like
try.
now it's
Yeah.
just, there's like so many districts that like you can go through. It just feels huge. And it's just so much fun, dude. The boss fights are actually challenging.
Okay.
They're not they're not like super easy. Like I die, I was just like, what the fuck is this Souls game? Like
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
I'm exaggerating, but like in to Spider-Man standards, like
Mhm.
I feel like bosses were usually pretty easy.
It's like quick time event type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it cuts down a lot. They cut down a lot on that. So like not every boss has, like, there's very little like quick time stuff.
Hmm.
Like
Okay.
there's cutscenes and stuff between the fight scenes, but you're actually fighting the the enemies. You're not just like doing quick time events.
Yeah.
So
From my only opinion so far, which is the same opinion I had leaving Miles Morales, fantastic fucking game. Really good time, really great like fluid combats and like the animations are even better this time around. But my one opinion is fucking Miles Morales is way too OP, bro. The electricity is way too fucking much. Like, there's no balancing on that shit. That shit is broken. My boy is too OP.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
once you start unlocking more things for Peter, Peter's got the mechanical spider arms now.
He thinks he's Tom Holland?
He thinks he's Tom Holland,
Weird.
but
Weird.
It gets pretty wild with his once he unlocks more stuff. It gets pretty fun.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm fucking like dying for Friday to like get back to LA to play it, and then yeah, I'm just gonna carry my shit back and forth until I beat it. Cause dude, like I said, I played the opening mission and like I was just like, this is so good, I'm fucking ready, and then that was it. And then also, I'm gonna fucking full on shame my fiance right now. She has a fucking 32-inch 1080p TV.
Wow.
My fucking monitor is bigger. Let alone my fucking amazing Sony TV that I spent hella money on years ago that like is fucking crazy. Like I played it on my TV and I was just like sobbing tears of happiness. I was just like, this looks so fucking crazy good. Cause I don't know, did you see the settings where you can do the 30 frames per second mode?
Rate. Yeah.
But turn on the VRR and the 120 hertz mode, so you get closer to like 45 or 50 FPS while still having all the ray tracing and shit on. And I was just, I'll take 45 to 50 as long as I'm above 30. You know what I mean, dude? Yeah. And I was playing it with that shit on. It looks so fucking fantastic on my TV. And then to like when I played a bit more at Kel's house, I was just like, "Ooh, this is not it, Chief." Like,
high performance,
bro. I was like so just like put off. I was just like, "Oh, this is not how I want to play this fucking Spider-Man game." The immediate
difference
downgrade. Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
It must have been heroic to just go from one to the other like that.
Yeah, it was wild, but dude, I'm so excited to get back into that shit.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna have a lot of fun. I don't want to say anything.
No, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
So good.
Yeah, instead we can get into some of these topics, starting with... Oh, actually, I guess it kind of ties into what I've been playing too, because one of the weeks that we skipped, it was, I think, one of those days, like, we were, like, poised and ready to record, and we had to, like, cancel last minute, I think. I think the first week we missed. And... yeah. I was sitting here with all the podcast topics open, like ready to go, and I actually played the RoboCop demo because a RoboCop demo dropped on Steam for free.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I fucking downloaded and played through that shit to talk about it on the podcast that week, and then we didn't end up podcasting for the past 2 weeks. But the first topic here is that RoboCop Rogue City, they actually canceled the Switch version that was supposed to be coming out.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, so it's still coming out on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on November 2nd, and I have played through the demo, and don't waste your money on this game, y'all. Like, if you're a RoboCop fan, like, if you're a super fucking diehard RoboCop fan and shit, like, maybe, but dude, it's like, it feels like a House of the Dead arcade shooter.
Oh, really? Enemies
like,
coming out like, rah!
Yeah. And you're kind of like almost on rails a bit, and like you just like are coming out, and you just like your gun kind of snaps to them, and you just a couple of shots, and you just keep moving on. Yeah, like, it looks alright because I mean they're trying to like use like higher end technology with like ray tracing and shit, so it looks alright, but it's like very basic gameplay wise. At least the demo is. And I mean it's due out in fucking less than like a little over a week here, so I don't think it's gonna...
yeah, so that's the game.
That's the game, bro. So so I don't know about this RoboCop game, fam.
They probably canceled this Switch release after the whole Mortal Kombat fiasco.
Yeah, probably.
I
But I mean,
100% feel like that's what it is. They probably saw it on Switch and was like, "Hey guys, let's not do this."
so dude, hop on
Look like shit.
Steam, download the demo, see what you think. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. But I mean, maybe at a very, very, very deep discount just for the fucking lols. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It this feels, if it's really that bad, it feels like it'll probably be
It's not bad. It's
free
just very
at some
basic.
point. Then it'll probably be free at some point. I don't feel like RoboCop has like that big of a following.
I don't think it can be free because they have nothing to supplement income with. They can't have like a store in here. Like, what are you gonna buy? Fucking like decals for RoboCop?
No. I just meant like if you're on like PSN Plus or anything like that,
Oh, like okay, subscription based. Okay, that's
subscription based shit, you know,
yeah, probably.
or maybe even on Game Pass because it's on Xbox.
Yeah, it should have launched on Game Pass to have any sort of a shot to get any buzz. I feel, but here we are. Anyway, moving on from that, we had the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 drop this week. Currently
Nice.
sitting at a 78 on Metacritic. Available on all platforms. Some weird, questionable choices with the Switch version because they cut everything to 30 frames. Even stuff that ran at 60 on the PS2, like Metal Gear Solid 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you can get it somewhere else, get it somewhere else, unless you really want to play it portably. But, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's the fucking Metal Gear collection, baby. If you're into Metal Gear, you're probably gonna get it regardless of whatever scandal's going on, you know. So,
Yeah.
what do you think? You
I
gonna you
I
did you
will
already cop?
probably, not yet, but I will probably quadruple dip on this
Just
because I
buying
would
on
have bought.
everything.
No, I not on everything. I just like over the past like 25 years, I feel like I've bought these exact games at least twice,
Oh yeah, probably.
each each one of them.
Yeah.
I feel like I've bought this collection like two or three times already.
What are you gonna get it on?
Probably PS5.
Okay. I don't know what to grab it on. I kind of want to deal with the 30 frames on Switch just to have it portably, but I don't know.
I am, you know, after having the PC and having the PlayStation and just like my my world being open to the world of higher frame gaming, like I think I'll keep just like the Switch for like 2D games and maybe like Pokemon games cuz
hmm
I don't know, man, like these
I mean,
big
some
main
stuff does
games.
run on 60. Like, there's plenty of stuff that does run at 60 on Switch.
I'm just saying like it just doesn't feel as good
Yeah.
to play it on the Switch for me, you
hmm
know? Like I just my preference. Like
Yeah.
to me that's still like my Game Boy, you know? So I
hmm
pop in Mega Man in there and play that or play Pokemon or Smash. Like Smash is fine.
Yeah.
But playing like like FPS game on there or playing like Metal Gear on there. I guess Metal Gear would be fine cuz it's an older game.
Yeah. That's what I'm
It'll
saying.
still look good. But
hmm
I don't know, man. Not for me, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine.
For just for like the higher end titles.
hmm Well, I mean, duh, I mean, that's kind of a given, especially because like
Well, yeah.
it's at the
Yeah.
end. It's at the end of its life cycle while these are at the barely getting started. So I mean, it's
Well, what I'm saying is like for me like having them portable does not outweigh like just getting it on like the better looking stuff, you know?
yeah, hmm
Yeah, that's my only comment on that.
yeah. For me, it does. I like I said, like when we've discussed it, like I don't think
You're
I've
the
ever.
portable guy.
I don't. The only time I've ever docked my Switch is when I've tried to stream from it. I don't.
Mm,
I don't play it as a. Just I don't try to play it other than handheld, and I play it a lot. I play it at work. I play it at my fiance's house. Like I play it on the go. You know, I mean, I'm charging my
yeah.
car a lot, so it works for me.
Yeah.
moving on from that, we missed this topic because we've been gone for a couple weeks, but it finally fucking happened. The Activision deal is actually finally done and closed. Microsoft's done the whole welcome to the family announcement. They've done press releases and talks about it. It's done and sealed. They now own Activision Blizzard. Bobby Kotick is out as of January 1st, and it's done. It's set in stone. They've already talked about Game Pass plans, saying that like due to like the how fucked up the acquisition went, and because it was all like messy and during litigation, and they couldn't really like move forward with anything until it was all resolved. They didn't have like a backlog of games like ready to just boom drop day one.
Hmm.
So they're thinking like sometime early next year they're gonna start trickling out some Activision Blizzard titles onto there and start building from there. They've already talked about trying to revisit some dead IP that Blizzard has, the Activision and Blizzard have just lying dead that they're gonna try and revive. So
You
um,
know,
we'll see how it
this is
goes.
so. I actually have experienced this, like the effects of this, like firsthand at work. Because my coworker plays this game called Heroes of the Storm. So
Okay,
it's basically Blizzard's version of League of Legends.
all right.
So you can play as like all the Diablo characters, all the StarCraft characters, some World of Warcraft characters, and
What the
you
fuck?
fight against each other. So
I've never heard of this game.
you never heard of this game because kind of flopped. Like only like it got really big for like a little bit. There was like tournaments for it, just like League of Legends, because it was competing with League of Legends. It got really big. It got ramped up real quick because World of Warcraft has a pretty big following.
Mm-hmm.
It got ramped up real like for like 1 maybe 2 years almost, and then the fan base just
So it's
fell
like an
off the
older
face of the
game
earth.
then? This has been out for a while?
It's been out for a while. It's still active. Like you can
Mm-hmm.
still go on there and play. Like it still has a big enough like player base to where you could just hop on a game.
Like find matches and shit.
Yeah. So it still has a big enough player base in that sense. Um, but they had just stopped like doing anything with the game. And so the other day he comes to me and he's like, "Oh, dude, this is the best time to play this game." And I was like, what why? And he's like, they're actually like they're reviving it, they're putting out patch notes. The developer that works for Diablo, the Pez, I think is something Pez is his uh like screen name. um he does like the campfire
Oh, the
conversation
community
thing.
manager guy?
Yeah, that guy. He
Mm-hmm.
like is posting on the Twitter, he's posting on the Reddit, like posting the patch notes on the Reddit, talking about it, and he's just like, they're gonna revive the game. They like patch like all the characters in the game. So he's like, they haven't done this in like probably like 3 years or something like that.
Why is
So
he
they're
still playing this game?
him and his friends just like have like started playing this when it came out, and they just never stopped.
But you gotta learn.
It's like their Fortnite. It's
You
like their Fortnite.
gotta learn when to let it go, man.
It's like their Fortnite,
Just
man.
play
That's
Fortnite. Just play Fortnite.
they they like the League of Legends format, I guess. The
It fucking took us like 42 years, but here we are just playing Fortnite now, you know what I mean?
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's interesting that I'm thinking like this is probably a product of this,
Mm-hmm.
because it's probably going to be released on, because they have Diablo on Steam now, so it's probably going to be released on PC for free on Game Pass and on Steam, because it's a free to play game, but it's going to be like put on these other platforms rather than just like downloading it from Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's bringing stuff. It's going to bring stuff back, I feel. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Hmm. Crazy. We'll see how it goes. I mean, they've mentioned like a bunch of weird dead IPs that are sitting there, but my thing is, are you gonna like unabsorb Vicarious Visions and keep and bring back all the Tony Hawk stuff? Because
Mm.
That remake was fucking fantastic, and we need more of
That
them.
studio was fantastic.
Hmm.
They did a couple other remakes, didn't they?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and they were doing a really good job.
Now they just got sucked into Blizzard, which sucks.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on from that, we had a couple of game releases, big ones. Some game of the year type level shit. Because we, apart from Spider-Man, which we talked about a little bit, let's start with Spider-Man since we talked about it a little bit already. This is currently sitting at a 90 on Metacritic. A 90, which is the first time
Wow.
Insomniac has broken the 90 in like 20, like 16 years or something like that. One of the
Mhm.
developers tweeted they've been trying to break into it. They've just been hitting high 80s for the longest time.
Mhm.
And so they're super big on them. It was at a 92 originally, then reviews kept rolling in over a couple of days and it ended up settling at a 90. So definitely one of the highest rated games of the year. Still under Baldur's Gate by far, but I mean, it's gonna be a pretty scary, packed game of the year conversation this year because the next topic is Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which I also purchased, but I haven't played. That's my fiance's bag. She's been on it, and
Mhm.
that's currently sitting at a whopping 93 on Metacritic, rated even fucking higher than Spider-Man.
That's awesome.
So there's been a lot of good games this year, man. Final Fantasy 16, Mario Wonder, Spider-Man 2, Baldur's Gate, bunch of dope games. So people are starting. There was this whole controversy while we were out that like people were saying that like, so who's gonna break it to Xbox that Starfield isn't even up to the up to par to be in the, because I think it's 6 nominees for Game of the Year, and
Hmm.
people were saying like Starfield doesn't, there's so many good games this year that they don't think Starfield deserves to even make the cut. So, I mean, it's gonna be crazy with Game of the Year this year. We'll see what happens. To see if Jeff Keighley ends up like bending the knee and putting Starfield in there just to like appease Xbox, like corporate shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, what is Starfield even sitting at? I think it's super low in comparison to all these like banger games. Starfield Metacritic. It's at an 83, so it barely broke the 80s. So I don't know, man. A lot of games rated a lot higher than it this year. A lot of games seem to come out in a better state. Seems to, it's
I
not
mean,
looking.
Starfield is. I'm looking at an article right now. Starfield is sitting at an 86, and games above that include the Cyberpunk DLC,
Mm-hmm.
Sea of Stars, that
2D
the
RPG.
2D RPG,
Final Fantasy
Diablo
16.
Diablo 4,
Diablo 4.
Spider-Man 2,
Spider-Man
Street
2.
Fighter 6,
Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Resident Evil 4,
The remake.
and Super Mario Wonder,
And that's not even
and Baldur's
counting.
and Baldur's
Yes,
Gate,
the big
and
da- the
Legend of
big daddy
Zelda,
of them all, Baldur's Gate. Oh fuck,
and Legend of
Zelda!
Zelda.
Oh fuck, Zelda!
Baldur's Gate and Zelda right now have the exact same score on
96.
Metacritic. They're both at 96.
Dude, so you see what you see how what I and the gaming Twitter has been a buzz about? Like, does Starfield technically even deserve to be in this conversation?
I don't think so.
Because
You know what? Let me tell you a story too. I spoke with a friend who also plays Baldur's Gate, and we got into the conversation of Baldur's Gate from talking about Starfield because we were talking about he like brought up Starfield and he's like, oh yeah, I've been playing Starfield, and I was like, what do you think about Starfield? And he's like, well, I had some fun. I played a lot of hours on it, and I was like, how many hours did you put on into it? He's like, oh, I put like nearly 200 hours into it, and I was like, holy shit, that's a lot. And he said, "Yeah, but I just got like I just got bored of it because he just got overwhelmed with all the stuff that was happening in the game, and he's just like,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't want to go back to the main story because all the side quest shit that he's doing is a lot more fun. Because if he goes back to the main story, he just blows through everything because he's so overpowered. Because he just like started exploring right away,
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah, I feel like I fucked up my experience because I did it like all the side shit before instead of just sticking to the main story. And now he feels like he's super overpowered in the game. He's not having as much fun. So he's just like, I don't think I'm ever gonna finish the main story. And
Yeah. I think Vince was kind of on the same on a similar path because Vince had like been playing hella, and he asked me like how I was doing, and we kind of compared, and I was like, oh, I haven't really touched the main story. He's like, oh, me, yeah. I'm like, he said he was like level 30 or something, and he's like, oh, I haven't even touched the main story even a bit, and he was already level 30 and shit. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
eh.
see, that's wild. And I feel like I mentioned this. If we go back at our podcast, I mentioned that this was gonna be the deal with Starfield. Like, there's too much shit. There's too much stuff. It's bloated, you
the
know?
the thing with me in Starfield is that it sucked me in for a little bit, and I
Yeah.
feel the blow. I feel like that there's too much thing that you're talking about, but
Yep.
at the same time, it's good in the same way that Skyrim is good and that Fallout are good, where like you get hooked into like individual stories and you get roped into the
Mm-hmm.
side quests and you get invested in what's going on in that moment.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like a new game to me. It didn't feel like anything innovative. It didn't feel like something that was in development for 6 years and is like the next big thing for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It felt
exactly.
like a reskin, a literal reskin of one of their other games. It's just in space now, and yeah, it's still good and it's still quality because it's the same game that's been good and been quality before.
Yeah.
But that's it. It's just a different look for it, and
Yeah.
that's where it gets me. Is like, it's good because they're just repeating what they've done with their other good games, but
It's Fallout 4
it's
in
not
space.
it's not different enough. Yeah, it's not different enough from all their other games
Yeah.
to like elicit a new. I feel like I've been here before. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And don't get me wrong, it's a good game. I played my own fair share of it.
yeah,
Like,
I played a good bit of it too.
it's fun, and you get to explore. There's a lot of space stuff. There's like space aliens you run into. Like, it's cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. Moving on to our last topic here. It happened, Eric. They announced the new PlayStation 5 Slim, quote unquote. It's reduced in volume by more than 30%, according to Sony. Volume. It's less dense, Eric. You're more dense, and the PlayStation is now less dense. Yeah.
Oh man.
So there's an all digital version, and then it is all digital, and it comes with, you can buy a separate like attachable disk drive for it if you want the disk drive, which was a whole ass controversy this week because apparently it came out that you need to have an online connection in order to install it.
Hmm.
So people were like, "What? Why do I need internet to install a disk drive?" Obviously for firmware reasons or whatever, but people were
Yeah,
just
yeah,
wanting to like, be dramatic about it.
yeah.
But yeah, it looks weird. It's
It
barely
looks
no
the
it's barely
same
noticeably
though.
smaller, but it just has a stupid line going through the middle of it now.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. There's just a line there.
There's just a line going through the middle of it for some reason
That's the
now.
30% on both sides.
I fucking guess. Yeah, 15, that line is the 15% on each side, yeah. So, I don't know.
Oh, Sony.
What do you think? You gonna cop the revision, my dude?
No. Why would I? It doesn't do anything performance wise. It doesn't up anything performance wise. It's
But
just a little bit
it
smaller.
has a cool line, Eric, and you can re-
I see.
remove the disk
Well,
drive.
this is their slimmer version. They've done this in the past where it's like with the PS2 Slim. You remember that?
But that was so that was like really fucking noticeable. Like
Yeah,
if you put a fucking
a
PS2
slim,
fat
a
versus a
slim
slim,
next to a regular
dude,
one.
it
Yeah.
was like crazy. This is nothing. This
No, no,
isn't a.
no. My point is that this is their MO, you know? They're like, "Oh, we're releasing the slimmer version of this," and they make it smaller. And then next, they're going to do, "Oh, now we're doing the pro version of this." And then now they're going to add some kind of like extra hardware upgrades. Hopefully. Hopefully. But we shall
I
see.
don't know about you, Sony. I don't know about you, Sony. Some whack
Well,
shit going on over there, bro.
yeah.
Some
I
whack
wouldn't
shit
rebuy
going
this
on over
though.
there.
Definitely wouldn't rebuy this.
Mm-mm.
No reason to.
But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for us here on the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for listening. If you made it this far, we really appreciate you. Thank you for coming back to us after us being absent for a couple of weeks. Life just happens sometimes. Not, we wish we could be here every week. We apologize for missing. But
Mhm.
until next time, if you want to find me on the internet, you can find me at Knife Life Lost, Knife Life OSC. If you want to find Eric on the internet,
Find me as Zerky Plays.
if you want to find the other homies on the internet, you can find Young Shurak at Not Really Human on Twitter, not RLLY Human. If you want to find Vince on the internet, you can't. Until next time, my name is Oscar.
No, I'm Eric.
We've been the PodBoyz Advance, and we will see you guys next time. Later.
Don't eat the apple pie. It's dense.
Or slim,
Oh no.
depending on how you look at it. It's like a glass half full type of situation. You know what I mean?
Okay. Glass half dense.
Yeah, bye.